Hey, what's up? This is Valar. Hope everybody's doing well. Just wanted to do a showcase here on Brakus. I use Brakus. I got his masteries done today. I've been playing around with him a little bit. I'll show you his build in a little bit after we do a run here. My team, because of all the extra keys, we beat Ultra Nightmare and Nightmare today. And I was trying to polish off the last bit of it, but I had already gotten max chest and everything, so couldn't get another key into Nightmare to show you. But I wanted to show Brakus and kind of how he actually works in clan bosses. He's pretty sick. He's pretty good, actually. He's actually really, really good. Watch this. Hopefully, this is his 6-hitter. I'm going to just apply right here. He procced a few Giant Slayers there. Now, I have him in Lifesteal gear, but the reason I have him in Lifesteal gear is I wanted to build him with a little bit of crit damage. And I have some good crit damage gloves I put on him. But you don't really need lifesteal gear because he's kind of got a kit that has built-in lifesteal gear with it. So I'm going to see what happens in this run. I'm not going to have you guys sit through this whole run because it may take 15, 20 minutes or so, depending on what happens here. But I'll go for a few minutes and then come back toward the end. But you can see right there, I think he did like, with a Giant Slayer proc and his 2-hitter there, he did probably a little over 100,000. I ran him on Nightmare and he did about 4 million. My run was 23.52 million, which I'll pop up in the video here. Yeah, you can see this was the run I used Brakus on a few minutes ago. Man, he just did just under 4 million. So yeah, Brakus is actually pretty good on Nightmare difficulty. So that's pretty nice, actually. He's pretty solid. At first, I was testing him around. I mean, I must have spent like 10 million silver just upgrading gear, moving gear around, changing things. He doesn't have enough crit right now, crit rate. He has really good crit damage, but not enough crit rate. But I was just going for more crit damage right now. And I'll try to work back into getting his stats correct after this. So, but he hits like a truck, like right there. Okay, 67,000 in one hit. He didn't proc Giant Slayer there. I'd put the Giant Slayer on there, and you could do War Master. Maybe it's more reliable because he only got a one-hit A1. But his A2 and A3 are multi-hitters. I mean, there's 46k right there. It's pretty cool. He hits for 40, 70, 80k just on his hits. His A2 actually is the one that is the 6-hitter. That's actually not the one that hits the hardest. His A1 hits pretty hard, and his A3 hits pretty hard. He's pretty good, actually. So I have to say, at first I was actually underwhelmed because I guess I just had terrible gear on him. And I'm like, wow, this guy sucks. Another crap legendary, right? But just geared him up a little bit differently, and I like the guy. He actually helped my Minotaur team as well. Grinding Minotaur, and he's actually increased my time on Minotaur. Not increase my time, but decrease my time on Minotaur from like around 2 minutes to between 1:20 to 1:40. So he's cut off 40 to 20 to 40 seconds by putting him in the team, which is actually pretty cool. So I've got let's see if Skull Crusher can actually lap the boss here. I don't know if he can, but why not give it a try? It's brutal. I'm just messing around here anyway. So I personally like him. I think he's actually good. I'm going to play around with him a little bit more. I don't have him fully developed to where I want him yet. He literally doesn't even have a good Skull Crusher lap the boss. He does not have any accuracy. He doesn't no neck piece because he's not. I mean, no banner because he's not 6-star ascended yet. So I am working on that. I'm actually waiting to 6-star ascend him for the Arbiter missions because like in 2 days after I finish some Magic Keep missions, I need to do the Force Keep missions, and one of them's 6-starring someone, so I can 6-star him right now. I'm just waiting for that mission is the only reason he's not 6-starred. But I haven't used him a lot in like Dragon or anything, which I want to test him out there. To me, he's good. I'm actually pleased with Brakus. So at first, I was not pleased at all. Then I played around with him a little bit more. Kind of re-geared. I mean, I was just swapping gear left and right between a whole bunch of different people. And I think he's decent. I really do. I don't think he's God tier or anything like that. After we go through this run, I'll show you the masteries and everything too. I'll show you the build that I have for him. I'll show you what gear I have on him and everything too. But before I do that, I'm gonna fast forward to the end here. So I'm gonna cut this part of the video out and just come back after it's actually finished. But if you would please subscribe to the channel. We hit 250 subscribers today, so I'm really super stoked about that, because actually I've only been doing YouTube for a little over a month. I want to say about 6 weeks, and I'm at 250 subscribers. For me, I feel really pumped about that. Feel really awesome. I'm part of Chosen's community, Chofly's community, and he's been really cool to let us actually kind of promote our videos in that channel, and also actually to kind of be part of the community as a larger part too. So really excited for the growth of the channel. Please, again, subscribe to my channel. I am getting PC on Black Friday, so within a week or so, after I get things set up, learning the equipment and everything, I should actually be having some better quality videos versus just on my phone. But I'm still going to produce some videos even on my phone just for the heck of it, because I like to do things kind of on the fly and just have fun with things. So anyway, again, like and subscribe. I'll be back in a minute here with the end of the run, as well as I will actually show his masteries and his build and everything that I have for him too, which isn't going to be perfect, but it's what I'm working with right now. Okay. All right, so I'm back toward the end of the run here. We just lost Xavier, so I don't think this is going to last much longer, possibly a few minutes. Actually, believe it or not, this run on Brutal here has been my worst run all day out of any boss that we fought. But that's okay, no big deal. I mean, he's been doing some procs for like 70 and 80k just on his basic attack, which is really cool. And then the 6-hitter is pretty neat. You just see him heal up like crazy too, because he heals, I think, 25% of the damage on that one. We lost Skull Crusher, so this is actually going to be over fairly quickly here. But I wanted to just show you the end of the battle. Hopefully he gets a couple more cool hits in. He's pretty fun. Oh, damn, he's almost dead. But oh, man. All right, hopefully he gets a big hit. Big hit. There we go. See, he was right on the cusp of dying, and just got that hit in and completely fills up. I don't even think you would need the lifesteal to do that, and here we go again with a 6-hitter. The 6-hitter, like I said, is actually his weakest hit, but it does and actually give you the most proc chances, obviously, for Giant Slayer and War Master. So we'll lose Tyrell and Rosin here in a few. Tyrell's probably going to get killed on this one here. We'll see. All right, let's see what happens. But yeah, I mean, I'm really excited. I think he's cool. I think he's actually a good champion. I like him. So I'm pleased that I actually fused him. I don't think I would have used many of the people that I actually had to fuse him. There were some decent ones in there. Umbral Enchantress. There was a period of time last week, because of how much grinding was involved, where I thought of maybe just not even trying to fuse him and just keeping all of the 4 epics that were required to fuse him. But I decided, well, I like to have legendaries. I know these fusions are a pain in the ass, and I know that the Polarium just repeats the same recipe to get money out of people's pockets. But that's okay. It's not okay, but I figured, okay, I'll just actually go for the fusion. And we did less damage on, well, he did about the same damage he did on Nightmare. He did a 3.7-ish here, but we did a little bit less damage than I even did on my Nightmare runs. So 20.2 million on Brutal. My speed is actually too fast for Brutal now, so I'm all screwballed on there with the counter attack and everything too. But I wanted to show him a little bit, and I'll show you on Nightmare just where I ended up here at 46 million. So yeah, you can see that he did really well there, actually. Now let me show you actually my Brakus and how I've built him. So let's get over here. Where is he at? He's gotta be at the, because I don't have him 6-star ascended, he's down here. Okay. So you can see I don't have any banner on him right now. I need to get an accuracy banner because my accuracy is really low on him. And he does have some useful debuffs. I'm not going to read through the skills, but basically this one's a 1-hitter that heals you by 15%. This one's the 6-hitter, heals you by 25%, and heals by 50% if they're under a Fear or True Fear debuff. Obviously in the clan boss they won't be, but in dungeons they could be. And also has a chance to place a Weaken as well. And there's a 3-hitter on this too, so he buffs everybody's attack and then he has a chance of placing the True Fear, and then if he places a True Fear, then he'll place a Fear on 2 other opponents. So that's pretty cool. And then he's got this where he does Resurrect. He revives with the 20% HP when killed and immediately takes an extra turn. Or if his HP is below 50%, his damage actually gets increased by 40%. So it's kind of weird how this works because it's actually 2 passives in one. And I know this has passive active effect, but what I've noticed is he does most of the time Resurrect. But if I think in just this past Clan Boss run, he didn't actually Resurrect, or I just missed it. Because his HP was low and he just got killed because he probably had used the skill already on the HP part of it. I could be wrong on that, but that's actually what it seemed like to me. I have 0 books on the guy, 0 whatsoever. And I'm running these gloves here, these crit damage gloves. So they're 80%, they're 6 on them, and 80% attack. The other couple stats are not exactly what I wanted, but these are probably some of my better lifesteal crit damage gloves. Actually, probably my best lifesteal crit damage gloves, and some of my better crit damage gloves, period. And I was moving gear around, actually, and I only have a 4-star speed attack % chest on them, which doesn't have the best stats on it, too. So I'm going to work on a little bit, trying to get some different things. I need to get more crit rate up there, because his crit rate's only at 65% right now. But you can see this. I got some crit damage on that piece, too. That's a nice piece, actually. I got some crit rate on that piece, a little bit of accuracy, some crit damage on the shield as well. And then he's got a crit damage amulet, only 4-star as well. I don't have a lot of spider grinding that I've done. And this actually rolled the ring, rolled HP twice, which is okay. I didn't even have a little more HP, so that's actually good, and everything was percentage-based stats. But his total stats, you can see there, his HP is fairly low. His attack is decent. I'd like it to be a little bit higher than that. I'd like it to be running in the 4,500, 5,000-ish range, if possible, which may require me actually switching out speed boots for attack percentage boots. So I may tweak that, play around with that a little bit. But like I said, he's only got 65% crit rate, but his crit damage is at 207. So I'm going to play around with him a little bit more, tweak him a little bit more, see what dungeons he's good at. Here's Brakus' masteries as well, if you want to take a look at him. I did go down the Giant Slayer route. It might be better to do War Master, just to have more reliability, but I figured, what the hell, I'll try Giant Slayer, see how it works out for right now. But it's doing okay. Maybe I'll switch it to War Master, actually see which one does better, because you might get more procs on the A1 from the War Master. Anyway, it's kind of the standard down the left side as far as getting all those things go with the crit rate, crit damage. And I got Life Drinker on here to heal him up when he's attacking with 50% HP or less, and all the usual kind of stuff here. But that's kind of what I wanted on him. But you just go through here, look at what you would like to do yourself. I do recommend on this side, you definitely the accuracy. Everything's accuracy focused, because I planned to try to test them out in Clan Boss. I didn't put anything I didn't put Arcane Celerity that had the turn meter boost on him or anything like that. And I did put Master Hexer on him so that if he does have the Fear debuff, that maybe it would actually extend that. I'm not sure if this does work on Fear debuffs or not, just because I know it doesn't work on Stun, Sleep, Freeze, all that type of stuff. But whatever. So that's the masteries that I have for him. That's how I have him set up right now. I will do a quick Minotaur run to show him there as well. And then I'll try a Dragon 20 run, which I will not subject you guys to. I'll just put a part of that in the video. But I like to show a lot of gameplay in my videos too, just because, you know, why not? I mean, we play the game. You want to see how these guys work, not just see only the builds. So, and then he does prioritize doing, I believe, his A3 first, which is actually good because it's the one that places the True Fear and the Fear debuff. So he will place that first, which makes me think what you want to do in a team, a good synergy of him, and this is the Halloween champs, is he might be good to run with Harvest Jack. I haven't really focused on Harvest Jack, and I did fuse him too. But I'm sort of thinking, because Harvest Jack misprioritizes his skills, I don't know if they fixed that with the AI improvements in this patch, so I have no idea if that's fixed or not. But if he can place that A3, if Brakus can do the A3 and actually place the True Fear and Fear debuffs, then I think it's called Lord of Terror, the ability with Harvest Jack. He shouldn't be doing that first because he needs he needs fears and everything for that stuff to actually work out. Well, if you can get Brakus to go before him, it will be better and they'll synergize better together. That's maybe what I'm thinking they were going for with this build here. This doesn't look like it's going to be that great of a run because usually we kill it at about 1:20 and it's still got over half the HP left. So, okay, not that great of a run, but that's okay, no big deal. There's the ability there. The 6-hitter. I just do love seeing him hit 6 times. It's pretty savage. He is kind of a savage beast, which is pretty neat. So we are going to get like a 1:40 run in here, I think, something like that, which is, just under what I was doing before. I said it was around 2 minutes before. That one only shaved about 17 seconds off. But that's okay. He's done that 32-second time is actually from the bugs. I don't run Minotaur at 32 seconds. Somehow I got scrolls and I counted my time as 32 seconds in one of these bugs that's been out. So anyway, he's actually pretty cool. I like him. I'm going to run him in Dragon 20 actually, which takes me a long time. So I'm not going to subject you to sit here through the entire Dragon 20 video. Okay, so here we go with Brakus here in Dragons 20. I've got to use Arbiter and Molly because I can't speed farm through here yet. I don't have the best gear on all my guys, so dungeon farming is my weakest point. That's actually my main focus now is gear grinding, dungeon farming. I've been focused on clan boss and actually just leveling up so many things for so long that I kind of neglected dungeons to a degree. You can see I'm already at 3 minutes and it was to clear the wave. He actually doesn't help clearing the wave. I replaced Kale with him. Kale seems better actually to me in Dragons 20. But wanted to run him here, see how he does. Hopefully this part doesn't take like super long or anything. So yeah, you can see right here, he actually does hold his own. I mean, Xavier is the main damage dealer. It took about 6 minutes for that run, and I averaged 4.5 minutes, which neither one of those is great. But he did 544,000 damage. Kymar was in second place with 802. So he's not bad. But I will say Kale does things faster. Let's sell those. Nothing great there. So anyway, that's how Brakus works so far for what I've been using him in. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Really like playing around with Brakus, using him. He's actually pretty good. So my take on Brakus is if you pull him, you should feel good about it. Build him. He's worth developing. I do think his main strong points actually are going to be like 3 places, which aren't that cool, but the one is he's really good in clan boss. He's probably really good in Fire Knight too, actually. So Fire Knights, I would actually say he's great in because of his multi-hits on 2 different abilities. Now his A1 sucks as far as Fire Knight goes, but if you can get it in there and actually get some hits on it with his other 2, even in the 6-hitter, I mean, he's taken 60% of the shield down with 1 ability. So that's actually pretty good. And the other place is actually in Potion Keep. So Potion Keeps, he's really good in Potion Keeps, maybe except for the Spirit Keep. But I've been running him Potion Keeps, and he actually did decrease my time for, like, again, in those about 30 seconds. Same thing in Minotaur, and also in the Clan Boss. So thanks for watching the video. Cheers.